If you're leading the children astray, leading them away from God, leading them down a wrong path, man, that's dangerous territory to go into. There is degrees when it comes to punishment. There is degrees when it comes to hell, separation from God, all those things. And people that are targeting children, individuals that are trying to corrupt and lead children away from God and down a dark path are facing deepest, darkest judgment. It's God takes it seriously. And we live in a country where from the top down there are individuals trying to force children to go down dark paths, trying to change the culture, change the atmosphere, change the gender, change the thinking, change all kinds of stuff with children. And man, talk about bringing on the wrath of God, talk about bringing on the judgment of God, talk about bringing on destruction for yourself. God doesn't support any of that stuff. And especially when it comes to innocent, which is children, when it comes to those that are in need, orphans, widows, people like that, God has a very, very soft spot in his heart for them. He always cares for and loves the widows and the orphans. He's always there. And Jesus said, hey, when you're accepting these little ones, when you're protecting the little ones, when you're taking the children and treating them in the way that you should, you're doing that to me. I mean, that is what I am receiving. That's like having a proper understanding of who I am. He says it this way in verse 5. He says, whoever welcomes a little child like this in my name welcomes me. I mean, if you want to be great in the kingdom of heaven, there's nothing wrong with that. You want to know and you want to move forward with what God has for you in the kingdom of heaven, man, one of the things we need to do is we need to be protecting children. We need to be sheltering them, loving them, helping them to grow and be able to have a right relationship with God, being aware of these destructive thoughts and ideas and teachings that are coming at them and counteract them and stand up against them and be willing to be there for a child. And they need it so much, especially in our country. I mean, the children are being led down seriously dark paths, especially in areas of like sexuality and things like that. It's horrible, the stuff that they're forcing on children, telling them in schools, okay, you need to let boys go in the girls' locker room if they say they're a girl go in the boys' locker room if they say they're a boy, things like that, and it's just like, who would have ever thought? I mean, we're all old enough to go. If someone told us that when we were young, we would have been like, no, what? That's never going to happen. Oh, it's going to happen in your country. No. 30 years ago, they told us that. We wouldn't have believed it. 20 years ago, we wouldn't have believed it. I don't know, maybe even 10 years ago, we wouldn't have, but sure happening today.